and delighted to see you all. It's a special occasion today because we have one of the veteran members of the Israeli Knesset with us. He is, in fact, the vice president of the Israeli Parliament, and he is a 11-year veteran of the Arab Movement for Change, which is a Palestinian-Israeli political party. I first knew Dr. Ahmad Tibi. I met him, I think, in 1988 or 89, and I discovered then that he was one of the acute analysts, observers of the relations between Israelis and Palestinians. He was a physician then, but had already become well known to leadership figures on both sides, and he developed an informal role as an unofficial intermediary between senior Israelis and senior Palestinians. He went on to join the Knesset, and he is an articulate, impassioned spokesman for peace via two states between Israel and Palestine, a strong advocate for human rights and equality for Israel's Palestinian citizens, but he's not a one-dimensional politician. He works on environmental, economic, and other affairs, and has led the quest for full equality for Israel's Arab citizens in the Knesset. Ahmad will talk about. Well, he'll talk about what he wants to talk about, but I know it will be interesting. And thank you, Dr. Ahmad Tibi, for joining us, and over to you.
Thank you, my dear friend Phil. We met in Jerusalem when Mr. Wilcox was Consul General. I do remember Mr. Wilcox as an American official who had a very close relations with Palestinians, and I am very much honored to be here in this place in order to talk about the Middle East issue, both in the peace process or so-called peace process, Palestinian-Israeli peace process, and the issue of the Arab minority inside Israel. Both topics are integrated and correlated. I am not sure how much we as an Arab minority or Arab parliamentarians well known here in the United States, but we are 20% of the population in Israel. We are citizens according to the law. We are part of the Palestinian people, and at the same time we are citizens of the State of Israel. In every personality of every person of us, there are two main components. One is national, we are Arab Palestinians. One is civic, we are Israeli citizens. We are trying to develop both components in parallel to develop our national, cultural, Palestinian narrative, and in the same time to continue struggling our civic rights in order to be equal. Yet we are not. After 63 years of the construction of the Declaration of Israel, defining itself as a democratic state, part of the population, part of the citizens are far from equality. We are 20% of the population, but for example, we are only 6.7 from the employees in the public sector. I am heading the parliamentary committee investigating the unemployment in Arab in the public sector, in the governmental offices, governmental firms, companies, etc. And this 6.7 is the expression of the built-in policy, how Arabs are not being accepted or integrated in the public sector or in the society as whole. I will give you examples. In the electricity company, there are 12,000 employees. Only 1.2% of them are Arabs. This is a governmental firm. The Central Bank of Israel, there are 900 employees, which is the most important economical and financial institution of Israel. Give a guess how much Arabs are there in this central bank. Persons. 2 persons?
Yeah.
2 persons. Who bids more? 0. 0 is the right question.
0.
Yes, the right answer. Yes, 0. 0, and I am struggling for the last year in order to try to elevate it from 0 to 1. This is an increase of infinity. This is not duplication. This is infinity increase. To say the truth, to be sincere, before 6 months, 1 Arab was accepted, was absorbed. And then there was a press release of the Central Bank of Israel. 1 Arab was accepted and absorbed in the Central Bank of Israel. It is to say that there is a built-in policy discriminating against Arabs as citizens. If you are a democratic, you should deal with all citizens in an equal way. There is no constitution in Israel. There are 11 basic laws. Basic laws are inferior to constitution. They are more than ordinary laws. According to the basic law of Israel, Israel is defined, according to the law, as Jewish and democratic state. Look, Jewish before democratic. Jewish before democratic. It is not coincidence. I think that, and I say that there is a contradiction between the two values. If you are democratic, you should deal equally with all citizens. But if you are defining your state in by an ethnic definition, Jewish state, you are saying that one kind of citizens are superior to those who are non-Jews. Moshe is much more superior than Ahmad. I cannot accept it. We cannot accept it. And there is a motion in the Knesset saying that if I will say that I don't accept this definition, I will be sent to jail. Yes. That's to say that, feel that not always I can say whatever I want. But I will continue to say whatever I want, even if this will be the price.